Why Gen Z stopped reading to learn. People, what up? What's good, man? As y'all can see, we got a Rambo video that we gonna be checking out, y'all. Apparently, man, our generation, we don't care nothing about picking up a book, right? And before we even start, man, if I had to, brainstorm a couple of ideas. First of all, right, reading to learn. By and large, we don't really want to read and we don't really want to learn, right? I might not be speaking about myself in particular or you, but that's just not what we want to do. And even if we do want to learn, we don't have the attention spans for it, right? Because we're always on our phone, and this is what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We want to scroll through Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, right? And even then, when it's actually time to learn, when we're ready to lock in, bro, Google is right there, Chat GPT is right there, and we know how beneficial reading is, right? It helps you expand your vocabulary, helps you right elongate your attention span, actually stay focused, right? There's plenty of benefits to reading, right? I haven't done all the research, but if I had to assume, you probably retain information better if you like read it over and over again, as opposed to asking Chat GPT or asking Google and looking at whatever the first AI response is, right? And so there's all these things, there's all these distractions, and even when it's time to lock in, we can't. So let's see what Rambo got to say, but I'm assuming that's what he gonna speak on. So let's get it.
There is a serious problem in today's book reading culture. It is no longer about reading to learn, but reading to brag. How many books did you read?
Word. So he going to difference. I got you. I thought he was talking about how we don't want to read, period. So we want to read how many books? Name 3 books. That's what we want to do. All right, bet.
This year, 70. It doesn't matter.
I have officially read 70 books this year.
Hi, my name is Melody, and I've read 1,572 books this year.
I read 72 books.
Why are all the books 70? That's kind of weird, but I just noticed it, and it shouldn't matter how many books you have read. It's the information. Reading is either entertainment or straight there to learn.
Right.
And this is a question you should be asking yourself. What are the things that you do? Is it something you do for yourself, or do you indirectly do it as a way?
Yeah, man, we got to do it for, you know what I'm saying? We got to do it for the gram, man. We got to do it for TikTok. You know what I mean? But question to y'all, man, what's your favorite childhood book, man? I remember the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, reading those. You know what I'm saying? Preschool age, David gets in trouble, man. What's your favorite book in the chat, man?
To brag and feel superior over everyone else. I hate it when I have to enter a conversation where it's, oh, I read X amount of books. Oh, I go to the gym every day. Here's the thing. That's great. I'm happy for you. Reading books, going to the gym is a great thing you should constantly be doing. But the question is, why are you doing it? Is it out of pride? Is it out of ego? And the second part is that it is neither of them. It is because people lack courage. This enters the perfectionism trap. A lot of people feel the need to show others that I am a perfect human being. Of course, I struggle a little bit, but I have my life together.
$17,000 in 1 month.
I don't think you understand how fucking important it is to be as cringe and as corny as you can possibly fucking be.
I've made a little over $130,000 just in the past month, all while traveling around the world. And instead of gatekeeping, I'm just going to show you exactly how I did.
None of them have the answers.
People make the assumption that if I purport my ideal life onto others, I might indirectly live that life myself. And because we're talking about books, books were created to learn information, to pass down knowledge to other people, but you are not there to actually learn. If you're constantly obsessed with this number of how many books you have read this year, it is no longer your purpose to learn information, but to brag onto others. And this perfectionism trap enters the learning process. I am, again, private tutor. People pay $250 an hour in a very extremely rich city.
I don't know if it's a perfectionism trap. I already saying. I think it's more about just feeling validated in general, right? Like everybody wants to feel validated, to some extent, for any number of reasons, and there's nothing wrong with wanting external validation. But you also gotta like question your motives, like are or question, you know what I'm saying? Are you okay without external validation? Like are you okay with yourself? Are you okay with reading the 72 books or however much it is, you know, and actually just having that new knowledge, that new information in your brain, even if nobody else knows that you've read those books, right? And you know, if you're not, you probably got some thinking to do, man. But I hear what he's saying though.
I need to say that because I know what I'm talking about. And in the learning process, I'm really going to simplify things, okay? It is number one, learning, and then number two, doing the action. A lot of people are stuck in this perfectionism phase where they are constantly reading books, learning really valuable information, but never acting on it because there's this idea that I need to keep on learning. I need to keep on preparing so I can actually and finally act.
But that in that hold on.
The learning
and I was gonna say in that extends even outside of, you know, reading up on a certain topic, trying to do something. It's plenty of people who you know, I'm waiting to the right moment to start my YouTube channel. I'm waiting for the right moment to ask Shorty out. I'm waiting for the, you know what I mean? Like we even beyond the books, that's just a bad habit a lot of people have. I need to do it just right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be you gotta be willing and ready to fail, bro. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? So stop trying to be perfect, because you're never. You know what I'm saying? You're not God. You'll never be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Just get started, whatever it is, right? Learn. You can learn as you go. Learn as you fail. You know.
Process is developing a skill. Everything you do is in the sake of developing a skill. You want to be good at it. It's not to learn it, because learning something is quite literally nothing. You might as well be dumb if you're not acting on that skill or knowledge you have learned. And this is very important. This is very important. It is a cycle. The learning process is a cycle.
Yeah.
And to get good at something, it's to learn, act, and constantly repeat. People feel inferior sometimes. I feel inferior sometimes. And that's something okay to be vulnerable with. And here's the problem. You start comparing yourself to other people, and fundamentally, we are narcissistic. I can get into it, but I don't want to. Fundamentally, everyone is narcissistic. You need to understand that. And when you look at others, you feel
6ix9ine.
a sort of envy. I'm smarter than this person, but why is it that this person is more skillful than me? Why is it that this person is better than me? And then people make up excuses.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta stop. And I used to be a real, and I'm not perfect, you know. I never claim to be perfect. I never claim to have all the answers. But I used to be a real envious person, you know what I'm saying, of other people, right? Who, you know, I thought I was smarter than, better than, this and that. But I mean, everybody comes from a different circumstance. You know, some people are gonna have certain advantages. Some people are you know, it's gonna take them a little longer to achieve certain milestones or whatever. But at the same time, man, you really can't be worrying about what somebody else is doing, bro. Like, to the extent where it bothers you, right? Because you spending all of that time hating on somebody, being envious, when you can be, you know, working towards whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? I can, because this is a brand new channel, man. It's my second channel. I could be sitting up, you know, scrolling through YouTube. Oh, why does this channel have X? Why does this reaction channel have X amount of views? I articulate myself way better than him. No, I just started this channel. Let me put in the hours, right? Let me get the videos out. Let me get into the algorithm. Let me do things my way, and then eventually I'll achieve, right? So yeah, we gotta, comparison is the thief of joy, right? I know y'all heard that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make that up, so quit comparing, man.
More talented, the more hardworking. I'm none of those. That's where you lose. You lose the mental battle. But this is a part where I pull you out of it. It's because they're better at the learning process. There's someone who's constantly stuck at the action phase where they're always doing action, but they're never giving themselves time to take a step back and learn and analyze. That's why even in sports, they round up the entire team, they put themselves in a room, and they do play-by-play analyses because they understand the learning process. And And this is the exact opposite to academics, where all they do is read. It's mixed with the perfectionism trap. Oh, I've read so much. Oh, I spent so much time studying. But the only way to actually develop the skill and get good at whatever you're trying to develop is doing an action. And the more you increase the repetition of learning, acting, learning and acting, you exponentially get faster and better than everyone else. And this is the thing. We enter back to the same conversation about courage, people not being courageous enough, and people make this assumption that I need to be perfect. I need to show that I'm living this perfect life. And there's the surface level idea that it's to brag, to make it seem like I'm better than everyone else.
Oh, that money spread is hard though. Y'all can't even, he is clean. He is better than me. He is better than you. That's fire, man. I can't, like, he is.
Because people are fundamentally bad and egotistical, but that is
That's
not
sick.
the case. People try to find courage and be confident in many different ways. People put down other people as a way to make themselves feel more confident.
No, like, I've never been more for real. If you are a male, stay 10 feet away from me at least. Like, genuinely,
you are a loser if you're the type of person to feel better about yourself when you're putting others down.
Right.
And this is just a desperate attempt to feel good about yourself. Every single action you do is either with confidence or with insecurity.
I feel like I'm spamming quotes today, right? Hurt people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Come on, y'all. Get it together, people.
And a lot of people are insecure, and fundamentally Gen Z is deeply insecure because insecurity comes with age. When you're a child, you don't really have insecurity because you're not smart enough to know. But the older you get, you develop and understand who you are. But Gen Z, being the young age that they are deeply insecure. They're trying to prove to other people that I know what I want, I know what I'm doing. Some do, but most of the time people lie, and it's because we understand that insecurity clouds our judgment. The reason why people are trying to seek perfectionism, aka bragging onto others, is because they want to feel like they have their own lives figured out. And if it's figured out, they will finally be able to actually make the proper decisions. I'm telling you right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna let him say it and then I'm pausing.
Confidence is very important, and the big problem is people make this assumption that it is just social. I'm insecure in social situations. Oh, I'm confident because I know where to walk and I don't feel weird and anxious. But what about confidence in your future? What about confidence in the thing that you actually want to do for the rest of your life? This is the big problem. It's very important to develop your skills, but what skills do I want to develop? I don't know. I don't know what skills I want to develop. And now you enter this cycle of just trying to please other people. I'm telling you, the perfectionism trap is extremely.
Let me stop him. Cause I thought he was gonna say something that he didn't, but I was gonna say, man, it's fine. It's fine to be insecure, right? You're so insecure. You're so, you know what I'm saying? You hear that online all the time. It's fine to be. It's fine to not have all the answers figured out. It's fine to pursue one thing that you thought you were interested in. You lose interest and change your mind. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has all the answers figured out. I read something, and I probably got to fact check this now, but I seen something where it was like the average person changes their career like 4 times over their entire life. You know, so, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could be 48 and like, man, I'm tired of being an accountant. Let me tap in with I want to be a painter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to, and it's also you know, I guess that's all I got right now, but I had something else. I lost it.
Dangerous. And again, it is not because people are overly prideful or egotistical. It's because they're deeply insecure and they're trying to find confidence by overexerting X, Y, and Z that they're actually lacking. Now, we're now going to analyze the idea of action and learning. People either do too much and they don't spend enough time to analyze and learn, or people spend too much time analyzing and learning and never doing enough. And because of that, they stunt their growth of completing the repetition cycle. And there's someone out there who knows perfectly what their percentage is. It is not a clear split 50-50 time, effort, and energy of just acting and learning. Some people are more attuned to learning better. Some people are more attuned to being more fast in how they do their decisions. That is entirely up to you. Maybe you're a 70-30 split. Maybe you're an 80-20 split of action and learning. You have to figure that out. And what's more important is, how do I understand and develop the skill that I want as fast as possible? All of your questions of confidence in my future, the skills that I want to develop, being efficient and fast in learning, is on my Patreon. There's a whole slideshow where I make things a lot more complex. And if you want an hour of my time,
shout out to the Patreon. But what and we're about done, but I like this video right here, man. I kind of got a couple of different ideas about them. Like, at least in my experience, bruh, my confidence comes from failure, right? Trial and error. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the same thing as learning how to drive, right? Like, when you first get behind the wheel, you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna be afraid, right? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, read on rules of the road, and you actually gotta get behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Think about, you know, like your last driving session or whatever, and then, oh, okay, next time I do it like this. You know, it comes from trial and error, man. I got confidence in God, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I can plan my life, you know, to the best of my ability, things will always go left field, bro. So I trust in God, and so yeah, man. But I also think there's a lot of value in what he's saying as well, and he definitely touched on some stuff that probably be helpful to you as well, man. So shout out to Rambo, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, man, it's your boy TwoCentz, TCZ. Say it slow. We out.